This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Funny Car Nationals. It's party time with camping all weekend. Gates open Friday, 5 p.m. Saturday, eliminations. And Funny Cars, 8 p.m. under the lights. Sunday, gates open at 9. Blast off at 3 p.m. This weekend, Dragway Park, Cayuga.
But anyways, I left about 2 or 3 seconds before Monio, and I was more than halfway down. I was coming into the 3/4, and I could just see him out of my mirror, you know, and my eye, him coming on really good. And boom, his clutch blew up, and it come out, hit the ground, come right up at my car, and I didn't realize this. And the shrapnel, you know, from the pressure plate, hit the side of the roadster door, and my steering wheel, and my hand was like this because I was just finished shifting into the third. It was a 3-speed transmission, and the steering wheel got hit, and my hand went up and hit me in the helmet, you know, and just what knocked me out. And didn't know what had happened. Everything happened so quick. You got shrapnel coming at you at 1,000 miles an hour. And it hit the ground first and then came up in my car because we were right bam at my steering wheel had to be across from his transmission when it blew.
Did you win the race?
No, he won the race because he was going so fast. He coasted right across, and then I didn't know what happened. I was dizzy, and I got the car stopped. And now they said they come down to see now what the heck went wrong. And I said I don't even know. And then they said, what's wrong? I said, my hand is all sore here. And my arm was bleeding because the shrapnel hit here, hit the steering wheel, knocked my hand up, and just would knock me out.
Did you have a helmet on?
I had the helmet on, okay. Yeah. But anyways, they opened the door to get me out, and the goddamn round pressure plate is melting into the wood on my floorboards. I couldn't believe it. And they says, well, Monty just blew. You are kidding. Oh, I was that close to being dead. Yes.
Okay, Bill, tell us what you know.
Kenny Ash brought this thing up, and it's been beautifully restored. He, after many years of trying, found it again, had it restored, and now resides in John Scotty's museum here in Montreal. 392 full load Hemi. It's got all the period correct pieces in it. It's not over restored. It has all the included the small M&H tires and the Magneto 671 blower, Enderley bug catcher, which is the early version. Small fuel pump, Enderley pump on it. Single pump. 392 might be 60 over, but that's about it. Iron-headed motor, running anywhere from 80 to almost 100% nitromethane. Beautifully restored. I love the lettering. Everything about it is first class. And they had a hard time finding it. They did find it, and we're happy that it survives and is back to original condition. That is a 396 car, and mostly original. It's a Fathom Blue with the parchment interior and 4-gear car, and it's got some red line tires on it. I don't know that much more about it, but I actually like that.
wheels.
My garage.
Beautiful.
It's just an amazing. Here we've got the 68 Z28 Camaro. It still has all the AIR intake plumbing in it, which is usually the first thing race car guys threw away. Looks like it's got a numbers matching, got a whole lot of original factory equipment in there.
This is a car I'm very familiar with. Growing up in Dundas, Ontario, this guy lived in our town, and we hung out at the West End A&W in Hamilton. It's a 383 4-speed low mileage car. The thing that sets it off is the same as the vinyl roof. This came from the factory like that. There's some sort of trim. We didn't think much of it. We always made fun of the dude back then for it, but it's a survivor. It's a beautiful car. It's a 4-speed. He looked after it. He wouldn't let us get in the car unless we took our shoes off. And he never ran it hard, never raced it, and sold it for a pretty good sum back then, but I'm pretty sure prices escalated. But I rode in this car many times back when I was a teenager, and it was kind of a shock to see it here, but also a pleasure. Let's see what else we can find. I'm going to finish off our little short tour of John Scotty's collection with this beautiful, and I mean beautiful, Hemi Cuda. There's more Hemis here than you can count, and this is one of the nicest ones here. What do you know about this one, William?
Well, it's a 1970 automatic column shift car, 0 options. You can see by the fender tags it's got the Hemi fender, manual brakes. It even has the original exhaust manifolds. This one has got all the correct fasteners, super restored. I would imagine this car was drag raced when new, and I'd love to know the history of it.
Texas, about 3 miles from the racetrack, and he took the big marbles to the AA fuel altered. Bohannon's competition is coming up against Pete Trish with a AA altered. Identical cars, except the AA fuel altered is running a nitromethane blend of fuel. The other car powered by the due to the handicap, and he carries the win all the way through as Bohannon experiences some problems. Making the turnaround, coming to the starting line, the finest injected fuel-burning dragster in the country today. He established a time almost unheard of out here in time trials on Friday. The Adams and Enriquez car, Gene Adams and Don Enriquez from California. It is an early model Chrysler Hemi. Fuel injected, not supercharged. Fuel injected, burning the nitromethane blend of fuel. His competition turns out to be the defending champion in competition eliminator, Roy Rastetter from Hale Center, Texas. Rastetter driving the late model Hemi-powered, Chrysler Hemi-powered A Aldrin. Adams and Enriquez class record is something like an 8:14, or correction, an 8:33, and he turned an 8:08. Time trial on Friday. Adams and Enriquez the second to stage. Here we see Roy Rastetter coming to the starting line. Again, these cars just as highly sophisticated in their own right as are the 20 cars in the top fuel dragster. tremendous improvements in suspension, clutches, transmission, tires have made for the stupendous jump in time, cohesion, and mile an hour over the past few years in all classes of competition. The head start now will be going to the AL. Almost at the mid-range point and just off very early. Takes the win. Charlie Cruz, his lap record, 1-4. Start and hold on for the win. Charlie Cruz out of Metairie, Louisiana, a suburb of New Orleans, taking the win in that round over Miami, Florida's own Jerry Gwynn. And two more dragsters, one a fuel-burning car, that of Ralph Metley that we're looking at right now, the injected Chrysler Hemi car. Metley, a Texan, has faced up another Louisiana resident, this Richard Rosen from New Orleans, the class winner, what is known the C-Gas Dragster class. There are some 76 classes of competition in NHRA racing around the country, and only the class winners in each of the sportsman category and eliminator brackets are eligible for final eliminations today. That being in competition, modified, super stock, and stock eliminator. Here we have Richard Rosen, the Chevrolet-powered car, Ralph Metley, we're looking at right now, and the fuel-burning cars. One with a Chrysler, the other with a Chevrolet. The head start to Richard Rosen again in class. Now let's see, can the car come behind? He does not, and Rosen holds on for the win. A very close run. This is the twin-engine car in A-Gas Dragster class. This is Bob Stratman, looking for all the world like a mosquito bugger. Two V8 Chevrolets coming to the starting line. He's from Miami, Florida. But generally, as he comes to the line, you can watch, and the smoke, the oil smoke will go away as he applies the horsepower to the car. Two small block Chevrolet motors, by small block in the neighborhood of 350 cubic inches, that is the big block 427 type. And another twin motor car, his competition from California, the team of Sissel and Dick. Sissel doing the driving. It is two 6-cylinder Chevrolets. Two different classes, the 6-cylinder car getting a head start. Now we'll see catch up at his best right here. He goes through the finish line. It is the A-Dragster of Bob Stratman from Miami, Florida. The oil coming out basically out of the header. See? Here we have a Roadster, the class winner in the altered class, an injected Roadster, and being waved forward by Buster Couch, the fine starter for the National Hot Rod Association. Buster now waving his arms, signaling for both cars to come to the starting line. In competition, a funny car, but running a non-supercharged motor. This is one using the fuel injection system rather than the supercharger. Nick Gaglione is the driver of the A funny car. The Vinegar Brothers altered against the funny car. The altered will get about a half-second head start, knowing the record. Basically, it'll be about a half-second. The tree is capable of handicapping to within 1/100 of a second. Staggered its start. Brothers, A altered over the finish line ahead of the A funny car. The beautiful car, the funny motor with the wheel bars in the back, and he has right on the starting line and small stage, and his beautiful supercharged roadster car going through the quarter mile. And here are cars that appear to be street driven. They are basically race cars. Florida is in the Northwest. Baytown, Texas is in the Chevy Cool, and it is a catch-up game again, and Randall Martin didn't catch it as Buddy Shanklin taking the win in the Corvette. These cars, as we say, appear to be street-driven, or capable of being street-driven, but they cannot.